Hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Born to Be Brave Live TV. My name is Matt, and I will be your host this evening. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And tonight, we've got a good bit in store for you. I'm going to introduce Alex. He's joining me tonight. He is at the warehouse with the Wheel of Destruction. And Alex, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well, Matt. I feel like I've been promoted to like a part or half host. What's a guest host?
Half host. You are more than just a guest host. Thanks for being here. You're going to be driving the Wheel of Destruction for us tonight. What else you got?
Yes, that is right. Well, first, I just want to give a shout out to a couple guys who have been watching us regularly. They sent some cool photos to us. So I just want to say hello to the Fry guys, as they like to call themselves. So I think we have the picture they sent us. If Jared could throw that up. Jared, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, there they are. The Fry guys.
Hey, nice shirts. I love those.
That's a classic trio. Thanks for sending us that, guys. That's awesome. And the other guys we're going to give a shout out to is Ty and Brad Larson. And they built themselves their own version of a Lego Wheel Destruction. And that's awesome. Thank you guys for sending us that. All right, Matt, back to you.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so thanks to those guys for sending that. We love when you guys send us our photos in. Some of those were photos sent in after challenges that we pursued. I know that Lego construction was a challenge we did at one point. So thanks a lot for that. Hey, coming up tonight, big announcement from our ministry. You're not going to want to miss a little something called Camp Staycation. And you may be saying, well, what on earth is Camp Staycation? Well, it is a fun family program that we're producing in conjunction with our sister ministry, True Girl, and you're going to have to stay tuned for a little bit more information on that.
Yep. And like Matt said earlier, I'm here at the wheel, and we're going to be smashing a couple things tonight. You can kind of see it right now. We have a little chandelier hanging from the wheel, a beautiful piece. But we'll save that for later. And then we have another item that I won't tell you guys about yet. But what do we got first, Matt?
Interesting. Well, actually, what we're going to do first, before we get to anything else, is we are going to play a little game with Alex. We did Pictionary last week, and that was fun. This week, we're going to do something most of you have probably heard of or done before. We're going to do charades, aren't we, Alex?
That is right. So okay. I'm going to move off my chair here.
So Alex is going to back up there where you can see him. And we're going to, last week we saw his drawing skills. This week, we'd like to take a look at Alex's acting skills or mime skills, whichever is appropriate. So we'll do a couple of these tonight, and I can give you a hint as to what they are. And what I'd like you to do, when you think you know what he's doing, go ahead and put in the comments or the chat what it is you think he's doing. And if you're close, we'll let you know. And the winner is actually going to receive a few little trinkets from us, some magnets. Can you see that? Oh yeah, that's a good magnet. Oh, cool magnet, right? Wheel Destruction magnet. I'm sorry, that was a sticker. This is the magnet, and another sticker. So that's going to be the prize for the winning guesses tonight. So your first clue. This is an activity that you might take on during the summer or the winter, depending on where you live. But it's an outdoor activity. And we're going to be watching. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, what in the world? Some sort of weird dance. It looks like, that's, that's from Thriller, isn't it? We got anything in the comments yet? No, keep going. All right. Oh, we got a winner.
Oh, all right. Who was it? Who got it? Oh, William said it. I think William was
William.
All right. Nice job, William.
So, William, we'll make sure that we hook you up with those stickers and magnets, and we're going to move on to round number 2. Another activity.
Number 2. Okay. Now, a little clue is I should be kind of good at this now because I've had a little bit of practice. So,
if you've been watching the show, you may or may not have seen Alex do this before. These all look like really cool dances. Or boxing. What's he doing here? What is he doing? Any guesses? Anyone? Oh, now he's eating something. What's going on? What could he possibly be eating? Any guesses? Chicken nuggets. Am I right? Chicken nuggets? No.
No, not chicken nuggets.
Huh. I don't know, Alex. This might be a comment on your acting skills. Nobody's guessing.
That's true. Okay.
Tell you what, it's round. It's round. It's hot. Comes in slices. Oh, somebody said making dough. That's close. What would you make dough for? It's not ice cream. I see somebody gets ice cream. Oh, we're almost there. Perhaps you put your favorite toppings on it. Can't give you any more hints. Somebody, anybody. Now he's eating said items.
There it is.
Alex, you're a terrible actor. Oh, there we go.
That was pretty rough. Jeez. Okay. All right. Wait, who got it, Matt?
Thanks, Jeff. You know what? We've got one more, but you know what? I think this one's a little more tricky. Believe it or not, these first 2 were the easy ones. So we're going to go through. Last one is also an activity that you would do outdoors.
All right. Here we go.
And it's not fishing. Not fishing. Oh, sound effect. Uh-oh, that looks like he's cutting through something. What is he doing? Alex, is there anything that you would yell at the end of this process that might help us guess?
Timber!
Somebody, please. What do we got? Chopping wood. William again, chopping wood. That is good, buddy. Nice job. He's felling a tree or chopping down a tree. Awesome. Way to go.
Thank
cool.
you,
All right.
William.
Well, that didn't go as well. So let's try something a little different, Alex. How about how about this? Let's call an audible. We're not going to go on a round 4 with the charades. Let's try for all the marbles. Let's try. How about let's guess what bird call Alex can do.
Okay. All right. Here's my first one. This should be a pretty easy one. Well, I hope it's an easy one. I said about charades, but here we go. This should be very familiar to all of you.
When the Wheel of Destruction was outside of the Gresh farm.
Yes, you may have heard before at the farm. Any of the episodes we had.
Look at my screen right now. There's a hint in my screen right now.
Oh, wow. That's right.
Go ahead, do that call again.
Okay, here we go.
There's a hint in my screen.
It's a very beautiful, beautiful creature. Very elegant, feathers. Any guesses? Oh, Will again.
Will.
Nice.
Will guess Peacock. All right, cool. Well, I believe, Alex, what do you think? That's enough of that, right?
I think so. Yeah, that's good.
Apparently, you're not very good at acting, and you're not very good at bird calls either. But we have excellent guessers, so thank you guys for bailing us out of that slightly painful activity. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for playing along.
All right, so we're going to come back inside a little bit. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, real quick, before we go back to you, Matt, I just want to ask you guys, what is something that because of COVID-19, you guys haven't been able to do this summer? So whatever that is, I want you guys to just tell us in the chat and just share, and we'll give you a few seconds to do that.
Going into a summer that's a little bit different than we expected. A lot of activities have been canceled already in response to COVID. So what sort of activities were canceled that you're kind of bummed about? Well, let's see. Let's see what we got in the chat here. All right. Well, I see baseball season was canceled for someone. That's a bummer. Absolutely a bummer. I know my son was looking forward to playing lacrosse for the first time this year, and his season was canceled also. So that's a bummer. Somebody said, oh, swim lessons. Oh, yeah, some pools aren't open either. And we got one on here for summer camp. Bingo. Yeah, summer camps are canceled all around, and we know how important summer camps are. So that is a bit disappointing. But fear not, our ministry has an answer. We've decided we are going to do something about that, aren't we, Alex? Our team is teaming up with True Girl, our sister ministry, and we are going to bring something to you called Camp Staycation. I mentioned it earlier. Now it's time for us to give you a little more information. Camp Staycation. All right, you do not have to miss out on the incredible growth and spiritual exploration that camp offers. We're going to help you bring that camp high right into your living room or into your own backyard. So we're going to bring you 7 weeks of family-friendly content. Not our typical father-son stuff, not our typical mother-daughter stuff. It is kind of the same stuff, but we're purposing it for the whole family. I'm excited to tell you this is an entire family activity, okay? So starting this week, we're going to release one family activity each week. And these activities are all camp-related. You'll see them up there on your screen. And they are designed to bring you and your children closer to one another and closer to Jesus. Each Thursday on True Girl Live and Born to Be Brave TV, we're going to give you a quick look at this week's fun activity. And then you'll be able to download something that we're calling our family activity guide and a parent's guide that you'll be able to download. And you'll be able to jump right into these activities. So once you've done the activities, we're going to ask you to share. And you can share those to the Born to Be Brave Tour Facebook page or the My True Girl official Facebook page. And sharing them and doing those activities is going to enter you into, we're going to select a few finalists for our what we're calling our Graham Prize. It is the Ooey Gooey Ultimate Graham Prize. So that Graham Prize, that should give you a little hint as to what you may find in that big prize pack. It's going to be all sorts of Born to Be Brave resources, True Girl resources, and some yummy stuff that would make sense for us to call Ooey Gooey and Graham. So you're going to have to stay tuned for more information on that. And after all of those activities are done, that Graham Prize is going to be given away on July 24th at something we're calling our online campfire. And we're going to have a live event that you can register for. There'll be more information for registering for that a little bit later in the program, and in the coming weeks we'll be giving you more information. So the purpose of this is to bring us all together and to celebrate all of those great encounters and everything that God has done in your family through these family impact activities. And as I said, more details about that campfire coming soon. We're working on some exciting guests. There'll be worship. There'll be testimonies. It's going to be a great night that you're not going to want to miss. And now, as I said, we're going to be releasing some activities each week. Without further ado, it is time for a quick look at Family Impact Activity number 1.
Born to be Brave boys, it's Casey here from the True Girl Cast with my super awesome brother Jacob.
Hello guys.
Today we are going to be making tie-dye t-shirts. Out of the bag after 24 hours, and what you're going to want to do next is rinse them with cold water and wash them with cold water and then hang them to dry, and your tie-dye t-shirt should be completely done, looking completely fantastic. We are so thankful that you stuck around to watch all the way, and we hope that you guys have fun making tie-dye t-shirts at home. We want to see your creations, so make sure you post it on Facebook or Instagram and tag us at True Girl Official. Alright guys, have a great day.
Bye everyone.
That's really cool. Thank you so much to Casey and Jacob for that cool demonstration. As we said, that is week number 1's family activity. She encouraged you to go to the borntobebrave.com/camp, and you will be able to find that activity parent guide and download it there so you can jump right into that activity. And right after that video, we saw a little clip of Alex and Stacy out doing a few things that you may get to see us doing in the subsequent weeks, weeks 2 through 6. you'll see a few more really cool outdoor activities. So you'll want to come back, keep checking in and seeing what sort of fun stuff we have in store for your family leading up to our big online campfire. And that online campfire, again, July 24th. It's going to be an awesome night. You won't want to miss it. So in addition to those activities, what we like to do is we'd like to give you a little bit of a spiritual takeaway with each of them. This isn't just a fun activity. This will be a time where you'll be able to connect with your child and do a little bit of spiritual deep digging, so to speak. And again, those parent guides are going to be a great resource for you to do that. But I'd like to just kind of quickly talk about our spiritual takeaway for this week. What is it that we can learn from tie-dyeing? Well, I think to start, we need to think about those t-shirts. They started out white, dry, clean, nice, new. They looked really great. And I think we all know what clean and dry feels like. It feels pretty good, right? Absolutely. But then what happened? Well, Casey and Jacob, they took their shirts and they soaked them, and then they twisted them up. They bound them up with rubber bands. They dumped dye all over them, and then eventually they jammed them into a Ziploc bag and let them sit there for a day. So what do you think it would feel like if you were one of those t-shirts? Probably uncomfortable and messy, I would think. Maybe a little bit confusing, certainly understandable. Life can be like that sometimes. Life can treat us that way. We can find ourselves in some situations where things are a little messy, they're a little uncomfortable, maybe we're a little bit confused, and we might be left feeling a little sad or angry. And that's, again, totally understandable, but we need to know what to do in those situations. So what should we do? Well, we should do what we always should do when we have questions, and that is look to Scripture for answers. And when I think about struggles and trials, I like to think of Deuteronomy 31:6 through 8, where God basically says, hey, I'm with you. I'm with you in all those things, and I will never leave you. He tells us he's with us in all things, and he will never leave us. That's a big, big promise. But even beyond that, he says, not only am I with you, not only will I not leave you, but I'm even there before you. Before we get into any of those messy situations, before we ever get uncomfortable, God's already gone into those places before us, and he's waiting there to just take us through. We just need to trust him. So for some people, that's enough. Just leaning on that one promise that God gives us, and they can find the faith and they can find the comfort to kind of weather a storm. For others, we like to know why. Why is this happening? And while Scripture may not tell us specifically why bad things happen to us or why we're experiencing discomfort, it does tell us that there is a why. And it tells us that there's hope. And that why and that hope is that our discomfort and our suffering is never, ever pointless. And to understand that, we should probably look at Romans 8:28. And I believe we have a slide for that one. That's right. And it says, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. And if that weren't good enough, if you continue into verse 29 there, it even goes on to say, for those he knew, he predestined to be conformed to the image of his son. So that's pretty incredible. God will use that suffering for good, and that's to make us more like Jesus. I don't think there could be anything better than that. Jesus is the one that bore the ultimate suffering. So let's take that thought and turn our focus a little bit back towards those t-shirts. I find it interesting that Casey and Jacob knew that they were planning to do something through this tie-dye process. They got all their materials together. They got everything ready to go. They were in that process before the shirts were. Just like God promises he'll go before us. They went before those shirts. And even though things got really messy, before those shirts got wet, there was a plan. So before that uncomfortable and messy process, Casey and Jacob were fully prepared to turn them into a beautiful tie-dyed work of art. And that is exactly what God does with us. He takes us through our suffering, makes us more like Jesus. And that to me is something that we need to keep in mind. And really, we just need to have faith. We need to know that God is using our difficulties to help us grow and to make us be more like him. We need to be patient and we need to trust him. So I hope that's helpful to you. I hope if you find yourself in an uncomfortable position that you will think through that and you will lean on those truths from Scripture. And I hope that you're blessed by that thought. So from one messy situation now, we're going to slide over into something that's also a little bit messy, because now it is time to check in with Alex, back of the warehouse, for the Wheel of Destruction.
Yeah, that's right, Matt. just like we promised, we're here at the wheel, and we have this lovely chandelier here. As you can see, it's a little bit of a mess right now because last week, if you were watching, the safety rope broke, and so we had to put a new safety rope on. We've been doing some testing. It's all good now, and I think we're ready to go. So we're gonna go back here and fire it up.
Lights out. Lights out. That thing didn't stand a chance. That wheel has been performing.
Wow.
That wheel has been performing excellently since it's been upgraded.
That's right.
It's heavier,
Yeah.
falling harder. Incredible.
That was awesome.
What else you got?
Well, we have another item that hopefully the wheel performs just as well because it's a little bit tall. I don't think we've ever smashed something like this before. So we have. Okay. A water softener. This water softener still has salt in the bottom, so it's a little bit heavy, but I don't know, we'll see if the wheel does good. All right, here we go.
That wasn't bad. Nice. I like that. Alex, what's in the bottom there? Is there still salt in that water softener?
What's that?
Is there still salt in that water softener?
Yes, there's still salt in the bottom, so it's still pretty heavy.
You can tell about level water.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should try it again, Matt. What do you think?
Oh, you'll
give it one more go.
Argument for me. Go ahead. Smash it again.
All right, here we go.
That shook the cage, didn't it? That looked a little better. Cool. I like it. Very cool.
Wow. The plastic was actually like it was pretty flexible and it really absorbed that impact pretty well. You can see like it didn't really explode or anything. So
I know. You wouldn't happen to have anything else back there that might be a little more dramatic, would you?
We might have one more item that we could put under the wheel.
Anything big?
Let me go take a look.
I wonder what he'll find. Oh, the suspense. the suspense. You probably have something that really crushes, like really gets flattened. I think, oh, wait a minute. Oh, what is this? This is great. I hope you're all enjoying this. This is fun. The beauty of live television. That's great. Keeps us on our toes. This might be. We may have to cut away from this, as they say in the news industry. Back to you in the studio. We'll give them one more chance to get this set up. Anybody really want to stick around and see this? Should we let them smash it? I think we're going to have to call this one. All right. Maybe if I get word that things are going well, we'll go back there. Sometimes things just happen. If you've been watching us from the beginning, you know that. We see all kinds of cool stuff. All right. Well, he's wrapping up there at the wheel. That's probably going to do it for us tonight. I was hoping to give you a really cool smash to end the night, but I apologize. We'll work on that for next week. Some glitches you may have seen tonight, some graphic differences you may see, new software we're using. So again, appreciate your patience as we work through all those technical changes. Oh, there we go. Are you ready now? It's not as exciting when we know it was going to fall apart anyway. All right. Well, Alex, thanks so much for trying your best out there. It's just how it goes. So earlier tonight, we introduced Camp Staycation. It is our 7-week family activity program coming to you once a week with a new activity. It'll bring the thrill of summer camp right into your living room or your backyard. And tonight we highlighted our first of 6 family activities. We highlighted the tie-dye party. You can find that on borntobebravetv.com/camp. And you'll want to go there and download your parent guide and do the activity. You're going to post to Facebook or to social media that you have done it. Show us a picture in your cool camp t-shirts, because what is camp without a cool camp t-shirt? And then you're going to stay tuned to that site each week as we release a new exciting adventure. Next week, we're going to be talking about how to hit the trail your way. When you go to the website, you'll see then all of those features laid out for you. And more information on registration will be coming. You'll want to register for the closing campfire on July 24th. It's going to be great. We're going to give away, like I said, the Ooey Gooey Ultimate Graham Prize. So be sure you post to social media. We'll enter you into that contest. I'm really excited about this program. It's going to bring the whole family together. I think it's going to be an incredible thing. We're so thrilled to be able to offer it to you. And that is going to do it for us tonight. We're going to wrap up now. I'm going to say thank you all for being here. God bless you, and we'll see you all next